she will. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we were just talking about, first off, how to report in the weekly trackers. And like we're loving what Erin's putting together as to like a pretty version that they can mark off. And then we're thinking that we can create a quick Google form that they have to submit and report their number of points each week. So again, it's totally on them to take responsibility, to report in and send in that Google form. Super simple, their name and the number of points that they had, right? And then it can easily be exported and seen at once for someone to do a drawing, whether that's me or someone else. So that's a easy way, hopefully, to standardize things, put it on them. And we're thinking for a point system that each box on Erin's pretty tracker would be worth 1 point. And the mindset habit would be worth 2. So since there's 5 daily habits, mindset is worth 2. There'd be 6 possible points every day, which, yeah, isn't the prettiest number. I live in accounting, so I like things that are more divisible by 5, 10, things like that. But it is what it is. No one's going to be perfect anyways. So we're thinking as long as we're very clear, I don't know if you can put that on the post schedule, that like whoever posts on the very first day, we start, no, here wants to start. So want to for sure on the first day, right? Whoever has the content to also put in like, or maybe it can be prep. We haven't talked about that. Like, do we want a prep, a welcome post that welcomes people and then kind of lays out expectations and gives them whatever, like the tracker. I don't know. I
I
know we
think we
talked
do.
about,
Yeah.
right, we at least want a welcome post before it's open. But then I know early on in the call last time we talked about the first day. I haven't seen the topics that you assigned, but like the first day would be actually giving them ideas and helping them brainstorm what kind of habits to put on this tracker. Because I mean, I don't want to have so much
Mhm.
prep work for the people that come in. Like if someone signs up on the Sunday before, which I have people do that all the time, I don't want them coming into the group feeling like they're already behind, right? So I would
Mhm.
prefer on that first Monday to have the topic be some kind of helping guide them
Mm.
filling out what habits they want to fill in. And they'll have to do it
Yeah.
early on Monday because they'll also be responsible for actually doing those habits that day to earn those points too. But
Okay. So right now, each topic or each habit, and so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, let me just
What do
open
you
it
mean
up.
each habit is assigned a day?
So like the different habits we have, so the different goals, physical, mental, emotional, nutritional, and intentional. Those are the 5 that Erin picked as like she called them buckets. And then within that, they write down what they want to do, their goals. Intentional, she left broad. The spiritual was a separate one, but then they decided to cut it down to 5. So spiritual, emotional, like you could put like spiritual goals and emotional or intentional, like people can play with that. So I think
well, are you
it
saying that
is
on your posting schedule you had like Monday someone was going to talk about one habit and Tuesday someone, is that how you laid out the posting
physical,
topic?
like
Okay.
and yes, specific encouragement related to like your physical goals. Tuesday, specific encouragement, tips, resources, whatever it might be related to mental goals. Wednesday, emotional. Thursday, nutritional. Friday, intentional. And so they're talking specifically to each of those areas. Um, when I run my groups, like, and so differently, and I'm excited to see like what other people write and like how they, how they encourage people. But yes, like I
Well, my
oftentimes have
question,
had,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like you mentioned doing like atomic habits and like sharing all about like snippets that you learned. So for you, like where would you put that in that week?
So I'm actually not doing Atomic Habits. I found a different book that I liked better.
Okay, but like what would you, because I
And
want to make sure that what we're sharing is stuff that like we're passionate about, that we think was like a huge game changer for us. And I don't want us to feel like, oh, I have to talk about physical and you're like grasping for straws. Like I want every person to feel like they have an open forum for whether it be sustainable habits or, do you know what I mean? Like I just want to make sure, because sometimes if you give
I
people
mean,
too
I don't
small of a
have to
habit,
have a
it's like,
top. I can just assign you a day. I don't have to put a topic in there.
I
It
think
just like it
we don't want
gives
to, we
people.
want to make sure there's not overlap either. I don't know. I just,
I think on the call 2 weeks ago, I had mentioned doing that, like a topic for each day, and people can go with it how they want to. So, like the book that I'm reading now,
mhm.
it would be one that I emotional, mental, or intentional, and habits and mindset within those three categories. Um, but again, like I feel like after doing this, like I could speak to the physical, I could speak to the nutritional, and I didn't put any specific, like I put Stacy in there once and April in there once because I knew they were having babies. But when we put weekends in, then people are gonna have, they'll probably have another one, or other people. I want you to feel stuck, Caitlin, with like your assigned
No,
topic.
I just want to,
I want
I
you
just
to
want to
be
make sure that we're
excited
like
about what you're
bringing,
writing about.
well, I just want to make sure like we're bringing the best of all of that's in our brains. Like that we're really thinking about like what has helped us stick with our sustainable habits. Like what has been the game changing, because I want this group to have the best of all of us and like the wisdom that we've all applied in our own lives and that we've helped other people do. And like, I want us to think about that versus thinking like, oh, a physical, like, I just, do you know what I mean? Like, it totally could. Like, I agree with you that most of the things that changed our lives and help us change other people's lives could probably fit in any of those buckets. But I want us to think more about that than siloed of a topic. Do you know what I mean? I feel like
I do. But I'm not sure if I should just take the headings away then, and people can,
the at the very least we need to assign days to people, right? And I don't know if it can be a working, breathing document
yep,
that once
that's,
people
get
have an
that.
idea of like, oh, this is what I want to talk about, then they pop it in there. So other people, so not everyone's talking about the same book, the same habit, the
Hmm.
same topic.
I will say, like, the weekends are open now. So Saturday, Sunday, like, there's nothing there. So,
Well, going
um,
back to the first day post though, like, are we going to shift that week then? Because I feel like that's going to be too much to talk about
so-
a habit.
sorry,
And
you cut out. What did you say?
I was just saying that first week, that first day post, are we going to shift those habits a day so that first day can really be walking them through the whole tracker, helping them talk through
So
sustainable habits and
my thoughts would be on Friday before, or Thursday, Friday. My thoughts would be we would have a pinned post that says all of that, like gets
okay.
them set up. I know there will be latecomers, so in Monday's post, we could put something like a reminder
Okay.
to see the pinned post, or to like, I think it's on the coach too that has whoever in there to make sure they've seen that, like even
Yeah,
outside the group, just a
I think
reminder.
you're right. I think it's good for everyone who is in a timely manner that they have their habits set up so they don't feel like they're like scrambling on that Monday to set up their
Hmm.
habits and hit them on that same day. Yeah. So then on that
Hmm.
Monday post, do we want to at least incorporate the point system? Or do we want to just put that on the tracker somehow? Like each box is worth 1 point. Like, because I'm sure Erin could
Oh,
put that on the
yeah.
tracker. Like each box is worth point, mindset box is worth 2. And then
I think if she could put that on the tracker, that'd be great. And that's information we can also put on. And then it's information we could also just remind them of on Monday. Remember to fill out your trackers for your to get earn
mhm,
your points. You
yeah,
know,
sounds good.
um, keep it simple that way. But okay, so I'm just gonna write down pinned post.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be like a prep weekend type of
Yeah,
thing.
to prep
Couple different
like
posts.
Thursday, Friday, maybe.
yeah,
And
I mean,
that
we
way
should have,
there's time for questions if they've got questions.
right, we should have someone have a welcome post that starts whenever we open the group, probably a week before it starts, right? And then probably have a prep post on that Thursday, would be my thought.
Okay. All right. Okay, maybe what I will do with the topics, I'll take them out from the days and I'll just list them at the top of the doc and just as a point of reference out, here are 5 habits. Feel free to work within any of them. And then just put it on them to make sure they're reading what other coaches are writing in here. So it's not repetitive.
Right. So like when
Does
someone
that
has
sound
an
okay?
idea or writes a post to kind of claim whatever that topic is or idea. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah,
overlap.
could have like a sign up list, and I don't know how many we'd have, but like 3 mindset posts, 3 fill them in, however. So we're not doing like 5 mindset posts and one has
That's
to
the
be
one thing is like I know mindset is like the focus and I think that's so important because it seeps into every single one of these, you know?
Mhm.
Um I just don't want to neglect the other stuff. And again, I feel like all of us have done this long enough. We probably have like any of them. Um, but I'll just take them out and list them at the top. And then I won't put a limit on it. Like I won't say like I don't know. I'll just ask people to be aware of what others are writing in the doc. Um, so we don't have too much overlap.
And like, for
Any
instance, someone wants to do like mentioning, I don't know, I still feel like we have to plan a little bit around like the body mindset videos and like telling people to watch that. Like, is
mm-hmm.
one person going to do that in a post, or is that going to be like something that we're going to walk them through? Like, how many I don't even know because I've not done them. Like, how many mindset videos are there on body? Like, should every week someone in their post say, this week's assignment is to watch? Or we highly encourage if you have body to watch this mind.
Yeah. Um,
Help them again, like walk through it, like we wanted to do in this group.
Jenna or Stacy, have you guys done any of those?
No.
Have you if no.
Sorry. What'd you ask? The
Have you done any of the mindset stuff from the body library?
I did a little tiny bit. I haven't finished it. I looked at, she has like a PDF in there where you can kind of like rate yourself in different areas, which would actually be really good for us to use. And then there's like 2 different series, I guess. One's like the happiness something.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can look at it.
I'm looking at it right now, and well, in the intro to mindset, there's like a 7-minute and a 17-minute video. But more like bite-sized is like there's Monday's quick shifts, which are like 3-minute videos. There's like 4 of them. So that would be great if like on the post thing, you can say like anyone who's assigned a Monday, like mention in your post to tell them to watch week 1 Monday's quick shift video because it's like 3 minutes. Like anyone can do that, right? And then the other one is like a
Okay.
Friday's
Yeah.
think space. So maybe on the Fridays post assignments, like whoever signs up for a Friday, those are 5 to 6 minutes. So like that, just mention to them, hey, go on your mindset. If you have body, go on your mindset space. And there's a Friday's think space, watch week 1s. So like that kind of stuff I'd love to just pepper in there to help them. Because I know there's people like me who are like type A, and if you tell me to do it, I'll do it. And that'll help them actually start to go through it. There's a mindset masterclass, it says. Those are 10-minute-ish. The last one is 20 minutes. I don't know how much. I feel like at the very least we should do the Mondays quick shifts and Fridays think space, because those are, like I said, like bite size. And
Yeah, maybe we could just reference that there's more in there for
right.
people if they want to dig, because I mean it's a great resource. I feel like it's super convenient for people, but it's not the only like mindset,
For
you know.
sure. Yeah, I just feel like this is
Um,
kind of like podcasts. Like if you get in the habit and you actually do a few of them and they
mhm,
seem helpful, then you're likely to go back to them and be like, oh,
mhm,
I'm going to watch some of those Monday ones or listen to the Friday ones. If
mhm. Stacy, what was the PDF you had mentioned? There was a like survey type thing.
It wasn't a survey. I did actually do it with my PE class, but there's like a wheel
check your well-being, it says.
of
Perma
different themselves.
Where
Yeah.
where am I finding that?
in the
Body.
resources in your mindset
Okay.
button.
Is it under body or is it in my coach
I'm
tools?
on the app,
Body.
but on the app, it's under my home page, and then I clicked on mindset and then resources.
Caitlin,
Yeah.
are you having Energize right now?
No. Yes.
Do that
I
at
sleep
this
just
time?
great. Yeah,
Wow.
You really are, huh?
I really am. Yeah. Yeah. It's either that or coffee. Mm-hmm. I'll sleep like a baby.
I
I
was
sleep
wondering.
peacefully.
It's actually, if I would have coffee at this time, it would be worse for me to energize.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I just found it. Mindset.
Coffee, I can't sleep. And I'm like, why did I do that? Energize. I'm like, I could like fall asleep sitting up with it. No problem. What happens after 6 years of it? It's kind of like tolerance level. Anywho.
Is anybody? Oh, positive engagement, relationships, meaning, accomplishments, health. I thought, what is this? Something weird and
You'd have
Explains
to, no,
that
you'd have
in a
to go through
video.
this 17-minute video in order to understand it, I think. So I would,
oh,
right?
do
Would you
you?
agree, Stacy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do the whole video, and it's a long
Did you
video.
do the video with your kids, Stace?
No.
No. Okay. See. Okay. Well, the instructions are okay.
I was gonna say it'd be nice if we could like give them an idea in our prep post about a mindset goal of like getting through the other videos, but that's not really a daily thing. You know what I mean? Like Mondays and Fridays, there's a daily one, but the other ones are
Should
rather
we
long and there's not
should
one for
we
each day. So
offer
they
like a
can't.
bonus? Like,
Oh, I love this.
should we
Yes.
do a
So there's a
bonus?
mindset masterclass of 4 videos, and the total would be 10, 20, 30, like 50 minutes. So let's give like, I don't know, it's going to be a weighted thing. So if 6 points every day is possible, we have to make it worth it for them. I don't know. I'd say 10 or 20 bonus points if they go through. Oh, it's the whole thing. I was saying the Mindset Masterclass is a series of 4 videos. And yeah, it's 15 minutes total. Like, can we give them a 20? Is 20 too many? 10-point bonus for the overall grand prize at the
You're the
end?
point girl. I'll go with anything you want to do. I'll do. I
Well,
won't argue on points
6
at all.
times 7 is 42, 3 weeks. So 120 total points over the 3 weeks. So I don't think 20 points is like, it's big, but it's not like too big. I think 10 points is almost too small. So I would say
Okay.
10 points. I would say 20 bonus points for the grand prize at the end for everyone who does the 3 weeks. Anyone who's in there, if they do the Mindset Masterclass videos, those 4 videos, they get another 20 points.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
Good thing I started recording. I'm gonna have
Do
to
we
watch
want
this back and take notes. Mm,
I have to go put my little snippet. Okay. Um, okay, so this perma wheel, do we want to include that in the prep post? Have the PDF there and like that they can print off and do
Is
before
that
we
the wheel?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the
Okay.
wheel, and then it has instructions there. Like it
Yeah.
explains what each one is. It explains positive emotion engagement. Like it gives a definition.
what did you do with your kids with it, Stacy? Like just fill it out and then talk about it,
Gosh, it
or
was very simple. They didn't even fill it out. They just looked at it, and I think they had to pick a couple categories. They're sixth graders, so it was very simple.
So the goal
Um,
is like we could have them do it before and after, but the goal is over time to have it look more like a big circle where like you're giving yourself more satisfied and agree in those areas, as opposed to like jagged, a crooked star, because like one area might be great, the other one's not. Does that make sense?
that could
Uh,
be something that they fill out almost for like bonus points at the beginning,
and then if
middle,
they do
and
it
end
at
of the
the end
group.
again,
Yeah, or just like a pre-test and a post-test type of thing, and
uh,
kind of see. I don't know.
it says in there it's just to like make you aware of areas in your life that might you'll see basically. I don't know.
Yeah, which is good to
well,
help them pick their habits.
Mm-hmm.
well, they have to pick one in every area anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just put that down as a possibility then for the prep posts, um, including that in there. And then we need to ask Erin if she could include the points on the tracker.
Mm-hmm. She asked for the recording too, so I'll make sure to send this.
Okay. And then at some point we need to decide, throw out ideas on what we want to do for prizes and that kind of thing too.
Yeah, I was
Um,
curious what everyone thought would be a reasonable amount to contribute.
I didn't read. I think did someone gave some ideas of prizes today, and I didn't read what they were. I just saw that.
They're in the thing, but I mean, she had, well, she had the idea of stickers for everyone or other prizes.
Okay.
And I feel like the sticker thing, I feel like is kind of a coach specific. Like if, as a coach, if you feel like you want to give a sticker to everyone who completes it, and like, I don't think that's a group decision, right?
Okay.
If you ask me.
Um, yeah.
Because if you do a sticker to, I mean, it sounds small, but when you're doing shipping and I mean, it's a $5, I mean, it's about, and you're giving to everyone, like you're not going to want to do a lot of other prizes in addition to that. It's more like an or situation, which Aaron agreed. It was,
Okay, done stickers, so I don't even know. I don't know what they would cost or um like do we want to do and maybe we don't have to do it for everyone. Maybe like we each, that would be a weekly giveaway where we could do like more
that's what
than
I
one. We
was
could
more
maybe
thinking.
do like
That
five
then we can
people.
pool our money together and it feels like
Yeah,
more.
and then divvy it out kind of as we pick them. Yeah,
Right.
I
So the
think
other prize options that were more like drawings for the week or whatever, she had some books. She had, here, let me open it up. It's in the thing. As for like the grand prize one, she had like a mindset themed like sweatshirt, which I liked. I liked her ideas for prizes. I just didn't know like she agreed. We more just have to figure out like how much are people willing to spend and how many prizes do we want to give, and then we kind of figure out what are our options within that price point.
Mhm.
How many coaches do we have running this?
Well, in the message chat, I counted today 9.
Click in this.
9.
Which is quite a few.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, well, and the question then is, so we're having 3 weeks, 3 separate week prizes, and then a grand prize,
Mm-hmm.
right? Does that make sense for
Mm-hmm.
everyone? Okay, so then that's 4 gifts. And yeah, I don't know, just to throw it out there, like I was thinking like 15 to 20, is that too much? Reasonable?
Well, I think that's
It's
okay.
reasonable. I think it depends on too how many people you're bringing in. Like you guys might bring in more people. So you might.
You're kind of on a roll right now, so
I have good conversations. I'm still waiting. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then they ghost me for a couple days, and then oh yeah, I'm ready, and then whatever. But
yeah.
so
No, I think
potentially,
that's very reasonable. 15 to 20 bucks, I think is,
yeah, I would do that.
yeah.
Okay, so even like, so then the range then 15 times 9 is like 135 to, if we do 20, oops, that's 180, right? So that can give us wiggle room too, like as Aaron
Yeah.
figures out what fits in. So that like 135 to 180. So let's say for the 3 prizes, we could do like 30, 40, like 30 to $40 prizes for the, which is sizable if you ask me, $30 to $40 prizes for the weekly. And
I
then
think this is going to be a big group. I think this is going to be a big group. We could do more than do more than one person for some of these. Don't you
well,
think?
that's a question. Do you want cheaper stuff that you can have more winners, or do you want,
what if we
because she had like books, which I don't know, is that like 10 or 15? Like that's not that
yeah,
much.
10 to 15. What if we did it like a build, like week 1? Lots of people are going to show up week 1, right? So what if we did I'm just throwing this out there. We don't have to
I
use this,
like
but
that idea.
one sticker like week 1. And then week 2, like your commitment's higher. If you make it through week 2 and you report through week 2, the prize is a little bit more something.
Love this. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see.
Okay.
No, I love that. Because, and I think we should like say that at the beginning too, like the prizes get better with time. Like, so they know, like they're mentally like stick it out all 3 weeks, right? So like, let's say on week 3, the grand prize, I feel like should be like sizable. Like I was thinking like half the budget on that, on the grand prize winner. Is that bad? So I was thinking like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
I'm good with
75. Let me think, 75. Let me just work some numbers real quick. 20. Okay, so we could do like week 1, just as an example, because, okay, so if we have, let me just double check. Okay, so just as an idea, we could do, if we did more like $20 on average per person to contribute, then we could have the week 1 prize could be worth 20 bucks. The week 2 prize could be worth $30. The week 3 prize could be worth $50, and then the grand prize could be worth 75. And that brings us under the total of everyone submitting 20. And like, I think it's so important that we figure out like what the prizes are so we can promote it. Because then our current customers will see what's in it. Like I loved your Google form, Bethany, but if I was receiving it, I'd be like, well, what are the prizes? Like if I hadn't already qualified, I'd be like, well, what's in it? Like, what's the prizes? Is it worth me buying a thing of collagen for? Right? Like being devil's advocate. So like, I think it's important for us to be able to share like in our groups or on stories to be like, and I love that. I love that idea of like building up the prizes week 1, week 2, week 3, the grand prize. Yeah, and for like $75, yeah, you could definitely do a nice sweatshirt and some other things with it. And yeah, have all the other prizes too.
do in our chat is just like ask for ideas then for each of those categories and see if we can brainstorm some. Like, I'm thinking everybody has these Stanley Cups. I'm pretty sure they're expensive. I feel like people would do something for a Stanley Cup. So,
So true. Yeah, like a Stanley Cup could be one. I don't know. That might be a 50. That week 3 prize might be that 50.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
I don't know
it's
what it is.
not cheap. And I don't,
Or that could be in the grand prize with something else, right?
yeah,
But I did
yeah.
like how a lot of Bethany's ideas were like mindset related. Like I said, she had a book, she had like Atomic Habits and other mindset books. She had that sweatshirt, she had habit trackers, she had like some of her themed like notepads and pens that had to do with mindset. And she could, I don't know. So I do like the idea of some of the prizes having to do with like actually helping them go
I wonder if
forward.
there's
But
a
I love
cool
Stanley Cup and other stuff.
journal.
Yeah.
Like, I bet there's a, yeah. Okay, so let's brainstorm within the group kind of dollars if they're willing, like if that it sounds okay to everybody.
Because we can easily
And then,
lower it too if people are more like,
yeah, assuming they're good with that, then we can kind of figure out, yeah, what we want. So, okay. Okay, well, I feel like I have a really clear idea on what I need to do for the Google Doc. And then, but you guys can always offer to. And then Caitlin, if you want to take charge of the point system and like, if you want to make a Google form for people that like the information that you want on there, and
mm-hmm.
We'll get feedback on if coaches are good for with $15 to $20 and prize ideas. Let Aaron a little bit. Yeah. Is there anything else?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
Here, I was thinking this whole conversation would take like 10 minutes and then we'd be able to work. Dang it. 45 minutes later.
I
Kind
think
of working while
sometimes
you're
like
doing this.
I don't know, like I don't know everything that needs to be like talked about until we're talking about it. And to be honest, like during my day, like I don't have to, I just don't have the capacity in my brain to like think through all of it. So this is really good because
Well, I think in
yeah,
a message chat, it'd be like so much. Like, you know, me, I'd be like writing a novel. Oh, then this, and then this. It's like talking is way faster.
it's so much faster. It is. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Stop the recording at 30 at least so these people.
Okay.